So we had a debate last night. Hi, I'm Jim Hacking, immigration lawyer practicing law throughout the United States out of our offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. In today's video, we're going to talk about the presidential debate that happened last night between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And I have to tell you, from the Democrats' perspective, from those who care about where this country is headed, what a debacle it was. On the one hand, you had a convicted felon, a notorious liar, a man who cannot tell the truth to save his life in Donald Trump. And then we had Joe Biden. And everybody's talking about the performance, not of the liar, not of the felon, but of the old man. Now, I am in no way an ageist, and I think everybody should be judged based on their ability and not on their age. But man, I have to tell you, that was brutal. Joe Biden was fumbling around. He allegedly had a cold. He came across as disoriented, unable to lead or answer questions. There was one time during the debate where his answer just sort of stalled. He would change subjects mid-sentence. He did not, and I think this is the most important thing of all, pounce upon all of Donald Trump's lies. This was supposed to be a battle of equals, a discussion of the issues. And I'm 99% sure the candidates knew what questions were going to be asked, what topics were going to be covered. And there was opportunity after opportunity for Joe Biden to slam Donald Trump for what happened on January 6th, for his failed economic policies, for his convictions. And God love Joe Biden. He just seemed to be stumbling through it, wanting it to be over. He spent a lot of time just sort of looking off and like with his mouth like this. And it was just a sad thing to watch. I think Joe Biden is a good man. I think he's been a good president. I think he's a terrible presidential candidate. The idea that this election is close, that Donald Trump is leading in all the battleground states, only makes this performance that much scarier and that much worse. You know, here's the most important thing. If you believe in democracy and if you believe in protecting immigrants, then this is the most important election of our lives. And we have a moral obligation to defeat Donald Trump. I was watching an interview with the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025 and how they want to instill Trumpism throughout the federal government. What that means is these fascists who support Donald Trump want to put in basically a military state or a state where your rights, the rights of women, the rights of immigrants, the rights of brown people are all oppressed and limited, and we need to do whatever it takes to keep that from happening. And Joe Biden is just one man. He's a good man. He was a good vice president. He's been a good president. His time has passed. He needs to step down. He needs to, for the good of the country, allow someone else without all of his baggage, without his horrible performance in Palestine and Israel, without the vitriol and the concern, the legitimate concerns that people might have about his age. You know, I thought that Republicans were sort of playing that up, but if you watch that debate last night, you have to walk away with the conclusion, should this guy even be president right now? Not to mention lasting till January, but is he even functioning at a high enough level to be the president of the United States? But putting that to the side, for the good of the country, Joe Biden, his wife, the people around him need to do some real soul searching and ask, which is more important? Is it more important that one person be elected president, or is it more important to defeat Trumpism, to defeat MAGA, to defeat these fascists who want to instill a fascist regime in the United States, who want to strip away our rights? I think the answer is clear. And I have that feeling that we had before, though, with Hillary Clinton, where everyone sort of thought in 2016 that Hillary Clinton deserved to be the nominee, deserved to be president. She obviously had much more talent and skill than Donald Trump, and so therefore the Democrats didn't really have the chance to challenge whether she should be the nominee, whether she was winnable. She was one of the least liked presidential candidates in the history of the country, and Donald Trump beat her. And so we have to get past this, devotion to one person. We're not a cult. We're not MAGA types. We're not in love with Trump. Joe Biden is just a man. just one person. He's a flawed candidate, as evidenced last night in the debate. And for the good of the country, and for the good of immigrants, and for the good of those who care about the real rights of everyday Americans, this needs to stop. This campaign needs to end, and we need to find someone else who's going to take on Donald Trump, to put some life into the party, to put some life into the elections, because unfortunately, Joe Biden's time has passed, and I really hope that he has the wisdom to see that. I don't think that he will. I think he'll be the nominee. I think we're on a train towards trouble and a train towards Trump. So we'll see. Greater minds than mine will be kicking these issues around, but when it comes to fighting for immigrants, we'll be here at Hacking Immigration Law doing what we've always done. That's my thoughts on the election. That's my thoughts on the debate last night. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Please leave us a comment below. Let us know what you think, and God bless America. Thanks, everybody. Again, if you need to get a hold of us, Jim, Hacking Immigration Law, our email address, info@hackingimmigrationlaw.com, and our phone number, 314-961-8200. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next video.